The Divine Signs, written and published by Ngasline. When you're feeling unsure and questioning things, the universe is quietly sending you messages through signs and coincidences. What seems like random coincidences, like an unexpected call, a recurring number, or a perfectly timed encounter, are actually messages from the universe showing that your path is being watched over. Understanding divine communication. Life constantly speaks to us through signs, symbols, and meaningful coincidences that serve as divine messages guiding our path. These subtle communications from the universe manifest in countless ways, offering reassurance, direction, and confirmation that we're on the right track. Divine signs appear as part of the universal language that connects us to higher wisdom and understanding. Signs can take many forms, from the physical to the ethereal. You might experience them as recurring number sequences, meaningful animal encounters, perfectly timed conversations, or even through dreams and intuitive feelings. The key lies in recognizing that these occurrences aren't random, but rather intentional messages meant specifically for you. They often appear when you're seeking answers, facing important decisions, or need confirmation about your life's direction. The universe communicates with us for various reasons. Sometimes signs appear to warn us about potential challenges or redirect our path when we've strayed from our true purpose. Other times, they provide comfort during difficult periods or celebrate our alignment with our highest good. These divine messages can also serve as reminders of our connection to something greater than ourselves, reinforcing our faith and trust in life's natural flow. Being receptive to divine communication requires developing a certain mindset and awareness. It starts with acknowledging that signs exist and maintaining an open perspective about how they might appear. This doesn't mean becoming superstitious or reading too deeply into every occurrence, but rather cultivating a balanced awareness that allows you to recognize genuine divine guidance when it presents itself. One way to enhance your receptivity to divine signs is through regular meditation or quiet reflection. These practices help clear mental clutter and create space for subtle messages to be received. Additionally, keeping a sign journal can help you track patterns and correlations between certain signs and life events, making it easier to interpret future messages accurately. Trust plays a vital role in understanding divine communication. When you first begin noticing signs, you might question whether you're interpreting them correctly or if they're truly meaningful. This is natural. But as you develop your awareness, you'll learn to distinguish between ordinary coincidences and genuine divine guidance. Your intuition becomes stronger, and you'll feel more confident in your ability to recognize and interpret these messages. The language of divine signs is deeply personal. While certain symbols might have universal meanings, the way they speak to you is unique to your life experience and spiritual journey. An important part of understanding divine communication is learning to interpret signs within the context of your own life circumstances and inner knowing. Divine signs often appear in clusters or patterns, reinforcing their message through multiple channels. You might notice the same theme appearing in different forms, perhaps through a dream, followed by a conversation with a friend, and then through a meaningful coincidence. These patterns help confirm the authenticity and importance of the message being conveyed. Divine communication isn't reserved for major life events or spiritual masters. It's available to everyone, every day, through ordinary moments and experiences. The key is maintaining awareness and approaching life with curiosity and openness to the possibility that the universe is constantly sending you messages of guidance and support. Numbers and sequences. Numbers surround us in our daily lives, appearing in ways that often catch our attention and spark curiosity. These numerical patterns serve as a profound form of divine communication, offering guidance and reassurance through what many call angel numbers or synchronistic sequences. When you repeatedly see certain numbers or number combinations, the universe is trying to convey specific messages meant just for you. Angel numbers are sequences that appear with notable frequency in your life, such as on clocks, license plates, receipts, or phone numbers. For instance, seeing 111 or 11 or 111111 often symbolizes new beginnings and opportunities presenting themselves. The number 222 typically represents faith and trust in the divine plan. while 333 suggests the presence of ascended masters or spiritual guides watching over you. The sequence 444 commonly indicates protection and support from the angelic realm, and 555 signals significant life changes on the horizon. Beyond these common sequences, personal numerical synchronicities can manifest in deeply meaningful ways. Perhaps you keep seeing your birth date in random places, or a specific number seems to show up during important life decisions. These occurrences aren't mere coincidence, but rather divine breadcrumbs guiding you along your path. For example, repeatedly seeing the number 888 might indicate abundance flowing into your life, while 999 often represents the completion of a significant life chapter. Numbers carry unique vibrational frequencies and symbolic meanings that resonate with universal energies. Single digits hold particular significance. 1 represents leadership and new beginnings. 2 symbolizes partnership and balance. 3 connects to creativity and growth. 4 relates to stability and foundation. 5 signifies change and freedom. 6 represents harmony and love. 7 connects to spiritual awakening. 8 symbolizes abundance and power. 9 represents completion and wisdom. When interpreting numerical signs, context matters significantly. Consider what you were thinking about or doing when the number appeared. Were you contemplating a major decision? Feeling uncertain about a relationship? The timing and circumstances of numerical appearances often provide additional layers of meaning to the message being conveyed. To develop a deeper understanding of numerical signs, start maintaining a number journal. Record when and where you notice recurring numbers along with your thoughts and feelings at those moments. Over time, patterns will emerge, helping you recognize the unique numerical language through which the divine communicates with you. Pay special attention to numbers that appear during meditation, prayer, or moments of heightened spiritual awareness. The universe often uses number sequences as wake-up calls or confirmations. You might notice 1234 repeatedly when you're on the right path, moving forward in proper sequence, or perhaps 770. 7 appears frequently when you're aligned with your spiritual purpose. These numerical synchronicities serve as cosmic thumbs up, confirming you're headed in the right direction. While general number meanings exist, your personal connection with certain numbers might differ based on your unique experiences and associations. Trust your intuition when interpreting numerical messages, as your inner wisdom will often guide you to the most relevant meaning for your situation. The divine speaks to each of us in ways we can understand, and numbers serve as one of the most precise and unmistakable forms of this sacred communication. Signs in nature. Nature has always been one of the most profound ways the divine communicates with us. When we open our hearts and minds to the natural world around us, we begin to recognize the intricate patterns and messages woven into every encounter. These signs can manifest through various forms, from unexpected animal appearances to distinctive weather patterns that catch our attention at precisely the right moment. Animal messengers often appear when we need specific guidance or reassurance. For instance, seeing a butterfly repeatedly might symbolize transformation and growth in your life. If you're going through significant changes and continuously spot butterflies in unusual places or times, it's likely more than mere coincidence. Eagles soaring overhead during moments of doubt can represent freedom and encourage you to rise above your current circumstances. Even small creatures like ladybugs or dragonflies showing up in your path carry meaningful messages about luck and personal power. Weather patterns can also serve as powerful divine indicators. A rainbow appearing after you've made a difficult decision often signifies divine approval and promise. Unusual cloud formations that catch your eye might contain shapes or symbols relevant to your current life situation. The sudden appearance of a gentle breeze when you're seeking answers, or an unexpected ray of sunlight breaking through clouds during a moment of prayer, can be nature's way of acknowledging your connection with the divine. Plants and flowers play their part in divine communication as well. Finding an unusual bloom in your path, especially one that holds personal significance, can be a sign of hope or answered prayers. Perhaps you've been thinking about a loved one who passed away, and suddenly their favorite flower appears in an unexpected place. These botanical messages often carry deeper meaning than their surface beauty suggests. Natural phenomena like shooting stars, aurora borealis, or even the perfect alignment of natural elements can serve as powerful signs. These rare occurrences often coincide with significant moments in our lives, offering guidance or confirmation. For example, witnessing a meteor shower while contemplating a major life decision might indicate divine timing and approval. Understanding signs in nature requires developing a personal relationship with the natural world. Take time to observe the patterns around you. Notice which animals consistently cross your path, which weather phenomena catch your attention, and which plants seem to speak to your soul. Keep a nature journal to document these encounters and the circumstances surrounding them. Over time, you'll begin to recognize your unique natural sign language. When interpreting natural signs, trust your intuition. The same sign might carry different meanings for different people. A cardinal appearing might remind one person of a departed loved one, while for another, it might represent courage and standing out from the crowd. The key is to remain open to the messages while maintaining a personal connection to their meaning in your life. Consider incorporating nature walks into your daily routine, using this time to quiet your mind and become more receptive to natural signs. Pay attention to any unusual or repeated natural occurrences. Whether it's a specific bird that seems to follow you, a particular type of cloud that forms during important moments, or a flower that blooms out of season, nature has countless ways of confirming that you're on the right path. These signs often appear most clearly when we need them most, though we might not always recognize their significance immediately. By cultivating awareness and appreciation for the natural world, we enhance our ability to receive and interpret these divine messages, ultimately strengthening our faith that everything is working out as it should. Dreams and intuition. Our dreams and intuitive feelings serve as powerful channels for divine guidance, offering insights that our conscious minds might otherwise miss. Dreams, in particular, act as a direct line to our subconscious and the spiritual realm, presenting symbols, scenarios, and messages that can illuminate our path forward. These nocturnal experiences often contain profound wisdom, delivered through metaphors and symbolism that resonate deeply with our personal journey. Consider the experience of Sarah, who repeatedly dreamed of a blue door before making a major career change. Initially dismissing these dreams as random, she began noticing blue doors appearing in her waking life, in advertisements, during her daily commute, and even in casual conversations. This synchronicity ultimately led her to explore new career opportunities, eventually finding her dream job behind a literal blue door at a creative agency. Her dreams had been preparing and guiding her toward this positive change all along. Intuition manifests as those subtle nudges and gut feelings that seem to arise from nowhere yet carry significant weight. It's that inexplicable knowing when something feels right or wrong, even without logical evidence to support such feelings. These intuitive hits often prove remarkably accurate when we learn to trust them. They can warn us away from potentially harmful situations or guide us toward beneficial opportunities that our rational minds might have overlooked. Déjà vu experiences, those strange moments when we feel we've lived through a particular moment before, can also serve as spiritual signposts. Rather than mere glitches in our memory, these experiences often indicate we're aligned with our intended path or receiving confirmation about our current direction. They can provide comfort and reassurance during times of uncertainty, suggesting that our experiences are part of a larger divine plan. Working with your dreams requires developing a practice of dream recall and interpretation. Keep a dream journal by your bedside and write down your dreams immediately upon waking, before they fade from memory. Pay attention to recurring themes, symbols, or emotions in your dreams, as these often carry special significance. The more you engage with your dream world, the more fluent you'll become in understanding its unique language. To strengthen your intuitive abilities, practice quieting your mind through meditation or mindful activities. When facing decisions, take time to check in with your gut feelings before making choices based solely on logic. Notice how your body responds to different options. Tension might indicate a warning, while a sense of expansion or excitement might signal alignment with your highest good. Psychic impressions, those spontaneous thoughts or feelings about people or situations, deserve attention too. They often contain valuable information or warnings that can help navigate life's challenges. Martha, a business owner, learned to trust her psychic impressions about potential clients, saving herself from several problematic business relationships by heeding her inner guidance. Creating space for divine guidance through dreams and intuition involves cultivating a receptive state of mind. Before sleep, set an intention to receive guidance about specific questions or challenges in your life. Throughout your day, practice being present and aware of subtle feelings and impressions. The more you acknowledge and act on these divine messages, the clearer and more frequent they become. Divine guidance through dreams and intuition often requires patience and practice to interpret accurately. What might seem confusing or nonsensical at first often reveals its wisdom over time. Trust that your inner guidance system is always working for your highest good, even when the messages aren't immediately clear. By maintaining an open mind and heart, you'll develop a deeper connection to these valuable sources of spiritual direction. Perfect timing. Divine timing is one of the most profound yet often misunderstood aspects of spiritual guidance. When we're in the midst of waiting or facing delays, it can be challenging to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. However, these periods of waiting often serve as protective barriers, preparing us for the perfect moment when all elements align in our favor. Consider the story of Sarah, who spent years applying for her dream position at a prestigious company. Despite her qualifications, she faced rejection after rejection. During this waiting period, she developed additional skills, gained valuable experience at other companies, and built a strong professional network. When she finally landed the role 5 years later, she discovered that the position had evolved to include responsibilities that perfectly matched her newly acquired expertise. Had she gotten the job earlier, she wouldn't have been as prepared or successful. The concept of delayed blessings operates under the principle that the universe knows the optimal timing for everything in our lives. When we encounter obstacles or delays, these are often divine protection mechanisms preventing us from entering situations before we're ready or steering us away from paths that wouldn't serve our highest good. These delays create space for necessary growth, healing, or preparation. Meeting the right people at the right time is another manifestation of perfect timing. Think about those chance encounters that led to meaningful relationships or career opportunities. Perhaps you missed your usual train and struck up a conversation with someone who became a valuable business partner, or a canceled appointment led you to meet your future spouse. These seemingly random occurrences are often carefully orchestrated divine interventions. Unexpected opportunities frequently appear just when we need them most. You might receive a job offer right after losing your position, or a solution to a long-standing problem might present itself precisely when you've exhausted all other options. These moments of synchronicity demonstrate that the universe operates on its own schedule, often delivering results in ways we couldn't have planned or anticipated. The key to recognizing perfect timing lies in maintaining awareness and trust during periods of waiting. Instead of viewing delays as setbacks, we can choose to see them as preparation periods. Every not yet is actually a not this way or not with these circumstances. When we resist the natural timing of events, we often create unnecessary stress and might miss important lessons or opportunities for growth. Divine timing also teaches us patience and surrender. While it's essential to take action toward our goals, we must also learn to release our grip on controlling outcomes. The universe often has plans far better than what we initially envision for ourselves. By remaining open to unexpected possibilities and maintaining faith during waiting periods, we allow space for magic to unfold in our lives. To work with divine timing, practice staying present and attentive to the signs around you. Notice patterns in your life where delays led to better outcomes. Keep a record of unexpected opportunities that arose when you least expected them. Pay attention to the people who enter your life and the circumstances that bring you together. These observations will help you develop trust in the universe's timing and reduce anxiety about when things will manifest. Everything in nature has its own rhythm and season. Just as a flower can't be forced to bloom before its time, our dreams and desires often need time to develop and mature. Trust that when something is meant for you, it will arrive at exactly the right moment, bringing with it all the necessary support and resources for success. Messages through people. Have you ever had a conversation with someone who seemed to say exactly what you needed to hear at that moment? These divine messages often come through the people we encounter in our daily lives, whether they're close friends, family members, or complete strangers. The universe has a remarkable way of using human connections to deliver important guidance and reassurance. Consider the seemingly random encounter with a stranger who shares a personal story that directly relates to your current situation. These moments aren't mere coincidences, but rather carefully orchestrated divine interventions. People can serve as vessels for messages you need to receive, even if they're unaware of their role in this spiritual communication. Sometimes these messages come through recurring advice from different sources. You might notice multiple people, independently of each other, suggesting the same course of action or sharing similar wisdom. This repetition is often a clear sign that the universe is trying to get your attention and guide you in a particular direction. Pay attention when you hear the same message from various sources, as this pattern usually indicates important guidance meant specifically for you. Spiritual mentors also play a crucial role in delivering divine messages. These individuals might enter your life precisely when you need their wisdom and guidance. They could be traditional spiritual leaders, teachers, or simply wise individuals who possess the knowledge and experience you require at this stage of your journey. Their presence and teachings often serve as a bridge between divine wisdom and practical application in your life. The beauty of receiving messages through people lies in the natural and organic way they're delivered. A casual conversation with a coworker might provide the exact insight you've been seeking. A child's innocent observation might carry profound wisdom that applies perfectly to your situation. Even overheard conversations between strangers can sometimes contain messages meant for your ears. Remain open and receptive to these human-delivered messages. Practice active listening when engaging with others, as significant messages can be subtle and easily missed if you're not paying attention. Notice when someone's words resonate deeply with you, or when you feel a strong emotional response to what they're saying. These reactions often indicate that the message carries special significance for your journey. Random conversations can be particularly powerful vehicles for divine messages. When someone spontaneously shares something that directly addresses your current thoughts or concerns, it's often more than just a coincidence. These moments of synchronicity demonstrate how the universe can orchestrate seemingly chance encounters to provide guidance and support. To enhance your ability to recognize these messages, maintain an attitude of openness and curiosity in your daily interactions. Keep a journal of meaningful conversations and pieces of advice that stand out to you. Look for patterns in the messages you receive from different people. When you notice recurring themes or advice, take time to reflect on how these messages might apply to your current situation or decisions you need to make. Trust your intuition when it comes to distinguishing between ordinary conversations and those carrying divine messages. You'll often feel a distinct difference, a certain resonance or knowing that goes beyond the surface level of the interaction. These moments might be accompanied by physical sensations, such as goosebumps, or a strong sense of clarity and understanding. Divine messages through people can come at any time and in any place. Whether you're in line at the grocery store, attending a social gathering, or having a deep conversation with a trusted friend, remain aware that the universe might be using these interactions to communicate with you. Each person you encounter has the potential to be a messenger, carrying exactly the words you need to hear at that moment in your life. Signs of personal growth. Personal growth is one of the most profound ways the universe shows us we're on the right path. When we experience challenges that seem insurmountable, yet somehow find the strength to overcome them, we're witnessing divine guidance in action. These moments of triumph, no matter how small, are sacred signs indicating our evolution and advancement along our spiritual journey. Consider the story of Sarah, who struggled with social anxiety for years. She noticed that each time she pushed slightly beyond her comfort zone, unexpected support would appear. A friendly stranger would start a conversation, or an opportunity would arise that required her to speak up. These weren't mere coincidences, but divine signs encouraging her growth. Through each interaction, she became stronger and more confident, recognizing that these challenges were carefully crafted stepping stones toward her transformation. Growth signs often manifest through our mistakes and setbacks. When we find ourselves repeating certain situations or encountering similar obstacles, it's the universe's way of highlighting areas that need our attention. These patterns aren't punishments, but opportunities for learning and evolution. Like a skilled teacher, the divine presents us with lessons in various forms until we fully grasp their meaning and implement the necessary changes in our lives. The development of emotional intelligence is another significant indicator of personal growth. When we begin responding rather than reacting to difficult situations, we're receiving confirmation of our spiritual maturation. This might appear as maintaining composure during a heated discussion where we previously would have lost our temper, or choosing forgiveness where we once held grudges. These shifts in behavior are divine signs that our consciousness is expanding. Our relationships often mirror our internal growth. As we evolve, we may notice changes in our social circles. Some connections naturally fade while new, more aligned relationships emerge. This natural evolution of our social sphere is a divine sign, indicating we're ascending to higher levels of awareness and understanding. The universe brings us people who match our current vibration and support our continued development. Physical and mental challenges serve as catalysts for growth, pushing us to discover strengths we didn't know we possessed. When facing adversity, pay attention to the subtle ways support appears, a timely piece of advice, an inspiring story, or an unexpected solution. These are divine reassurances that we're capable of handling whatever comes our way. Personal growth signs also manifest through our changing perspectives and priorities. What once seemed crucial might now feel insignificant, while previously overlooked aspects of life take on new meaning. This shift in values is a divine indication that we're aligning more closely with our authentic selves and higher purpose. The ability to recognize and appreciate our progress is itself a sign of growth. When we can look back at past versions of ourselves with compassion and understanding, acknowledging how far we've come, we're receiving divine confirmation of our evolution. This self-awareness and acceptance is a beautiful sign that we're moving in the right direction. As we continue our journey of personal development, it's important to celebrate these growth indicators, both big and small. Each moment of progress, every obstacle overcome, and all lessons learned are divine signs confirming our path toward becoming our highest selves. The universe constantly provides evidence of our advancement. We need only open our hearts and minds to recognize these sacred markers of transformation. Physical and material signs. The universe often communicates with us through physical objects and material manifestations that appear in our daily lives. These tangible signs serve as powerful reminders that we are supported and guided on our journey. One common way these signs manifest is through finding meaningful objects at precisely the right moment. Perhaps you're thinking about a loved one who has passed away, and suddenly you discover a photograph or memento that reminds you of them. These aren't mere coincidences, but rather divine orchestrations meant to provide comfort and confirmation. Many people experience the phenomenon of finding coins, feathers, or specific objects repeatedly. A woman once shared how she would find heart-shaped rocks whenever she felt doubtful about her relationship decisions. These discoveries served as gentle reassurances that she was on the right path. Similarly, another person reported finding white feathers during challenging times, which became their personal symbol of angelic presence and protection. Material manifestations can also appear through unexpected financial windfalls or resources arriving just when needed. You might receive an unexpected refund check right when bills are due, or a friend might offer you exactly what you need without knowing your situation. These synchronicities demonstrate that the universe is aware of our needs and working to fulfill them in perfect timing. Meaningful coincidences involving material objects often carry specific messages. For instance, repeatedly seeing certain brands, colors, or symbols might be drawing your attention to something important. A business owner shared how she kept encountering the same type of butterfly imagery before launching her successful company. These signs ultimately inspired her brand identity and gave her confidence to move forward. Physical signs can also manifest through technology and modern communication channels. Your phone might display 11 just as you're thinking about an important decision, or a specific song might play on the radio that perfectly answers a question you've been pondering. These technological synchronicities are equally valid forms of divine communication adapted to our contemporary lifestyle. The material world can also reflect our internal state and progress. When you're aligned with your path, you might notice things flowing more smoothly. Your car starts running better, appliances work properly, and your living space naturally becomes more organized. Conversely, when multiple material things break down simultaneously, it might be a sign to slow down and reassess your direction. Financial indicators often serve as powerful divine signs. A sudden increase in income opportunities, unexpected gifts, or finding great deals might indicate you're in alignment with abundance. However, financial challenges can also be signs guiding us to develop better money habits or redirect our focus to more fulfilling pursuits. To better recognize physical and material signs, maintain awareness of your environment and the objects that catch your attention. Notice patterns in what you find, receive, or encounter repeatedly. Keep a small journal of these occurrences and their potential meanings. Material signs often work in conjunction with other types of divine guidance, creating a comprehensive message for your journey. When interpreting material signs, trust your initial intuitive response. If finding a particular object brings immediate comfort or clarity, that's likely its intended purpose. Create your own personal symbol system based on what resonates with you, understanding that the same physical sign might carry different meanings for different people. By remaining open and attentive to these material messages, you strengthen your connection to divine guidance and enhance your ability to recognize the support constantly available to you. Spiritual confirmation. Spiritual confirmation manifests as a deep, unwavering sense of inner peace and knowing that transcends logical explanation. When you experience spiritual confirmation, you'll feel an overwhelming certainty about your path, decisions, or life circumstances. This profound awareness often arrives quietly, settling into your consciousness like gentle morning dew, bringing clarity and reassurance that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The experience of spiritual confirmation varies from person to person, but common threads include a sense of expanded awareness, heightened intuition, and a stronger connection to your higher self or divine guidance. You might notice an increased ability to discern truth from illusion, or find yourself naturally gravitating toward choices that align with your highest good. These moments of confirmation often arrive during meditation, prayer, or periods of quiet reflection, though they can also appear unexpectedly during everyday activities. Many people describe spiritual confirmation as a feeling of coming home to themselves. It's like discovering a truth you've always known but temporarily forgotten. For instance, Sarah, a schoolteacher, experienced this when contemplating a career change. Despite logical concerns about financial security, she felt an unmistakable inner knowing that pursuing art therapy was her true calling. This spiritual confirmation came with such clarity and peace that it dissolved her fears and empowered her to make the transition. The development of spiritual awareness plays a crucial role in recognizing these confirmations. As you cultivate mindfulness and present, moment awareness, you'll become more attuned to the subtle ways divine guidance speaks to you. This might manifest as a warm sensation in your heart center, a sudden burst of inspiration, or an inexplicable knowing that defies rational explanation. These experiences strengthen your faith and trust in the universal flow of life. Faith strengthening occurs naturally as you acknowledge and act upon spiritual confirmations. Each time you honor these inner promptings and witness positive outcomes, your trust in divine guidance deepens. Consider Michael's experience when he felt spiritually guided to reach out to an old friend. Despite having no logical reason to do so, he followed this intuitive nudge. This led to a meaningful reconnection that later provided both personal and professional opportunities he couldn't have anticipated. Inner knowing differs from mental analysis or emotional reactions. It emanates from a deeper place of wisdom and often brings solutions or perspectives that your logical mind might not have conceived. This knowing can manifest as a quiet certainty about a situation, even when external circumstances appear challenging. It's the voice that whispers all is well during times of uncertainty and guides you toward choices that serve your highest good. Developing spiritual awareness requires patience and practice. Start by creating regular quiet time for inner reflection. Notice the quality of your thoughts and feelings, particularly when making important decisions. Pay attention to moments when you feel completely aligned and at peace, regardless of external circumstances. These instances of alignment are spiritual confirmations showing you're on the right path. Spiritual confirmation often comes with a sense of expansion and possibility, rather than contraction and limitation. When you receive true spiritual confirmation, it generates feelings of peace, joy, and openness, even if the guidance leads you toward challenging growth opportunities. Trust these internal signals as they guide you toward your highest potential and confirm that everything is indeed working out in divine, perfect timing. Signs of direction. Life constantly presents us with directional signs that guide us toward our true path and purpose. These signs manifest in various ways to help us make decisions about our careers, relationships, and life journey. When we're faced with important choices, the universe has a way of illuminating the path forward through subtle yet meaningful indicators. In career guidance, divine signs often appear through unexpected job opportunities, chance meetings with industry professionals, or recurring themes in conversations about specific fields of work. You might notice certain career paths consistently catching your attention, or find yourself naturally excelling in particular areas without much effort. These signs can manifest as a strong pull toward a specific industry or role, even if it seems unconventional or different from your original plans. Some people experience a sense of excitement and alignment when thinking about certain career moves, while feeling resistance or unease about others. Relationship indicators are equally important divine signs that help us navigate our connections with others. You might notice patterns in the type of people who enter your life or experience meaningful coincidences that bring you closer to someone special. These signs can appear as instant recognition when meeting someone significant or a deep sense of knowing about the role someone will play in your life. The universe often arranges seemingly random encounters that lead to important relationships, whether romantic, friendly, or professional. Life path signals extend beyond career and relationships to encompass your overall journey and purpose. These signs might appear as recurring themes in your life, persistent interests that won't fade, or opportunities that align perfectly with your natural talents and abilities. You might find yourself repeatedly drawn to certain activities, causes, or ways of living that reflect your authentic path. These signals often manifest through a combination of external circumstances and internal guidance, creating a clear picture of your intended direction. Decision confirmation signs are particularly valuable when you're at a crossroads. After making a choice, you might receive validation through a series of positive events, smooth transitions, or unexpected support. Alternatively, if a decision isn't aligned with your highest good, you might encounter persistent obstacles or feel a consistent sense of unease. The universe has a way of confirming our choices through the flow of events and circumstances that follow our decisions. Paying attention to these directional signs requires developing a heightened awareness of your environment and internal responses. Start by noticing patterns in your daily experiences and the emotions they evoke. When considering a decision, observe the signs that appear in the form of opportunities, conversations, or internal guidance. Trust your intuitive responses while maintaining a balanced perspective that considers both practical aspects and spiritual guidance. Practice tuning into these signs by keeping a journal of meaningful coincidences, strong intuitive pulls, and recurring themes in your life. Notice how certain paths feel energetically. Some might feel expansive and exciting, while others might feel constraining or draining. When you receive guidance about your direction, Take small steps to explore the indicated path while remaining open to additional signs and confirmation. Divine signs of direction often work together in harmony to create a complete picture. A career opportunity might align with relationship developments, which in turn support your overall life path. The key is to remain receptive and attentive to the various ways guidance appears while taking inspired action based on the signs you receive. Trust in the process of divine guidance, knowing that each sign serves as a stepping stone toward your highest good and ultimate fulfillment. Recognizing warning signs. Life has a way of providing subtle and sometimes not so subtle warnings when we need to pay attention or change course. These warning signs are divine messages meant to protect and guide us, even if they initially appear challenging or unwelcome. Warning signs often manifest as a persistent feeling of unease, recurring obstacles, or situations that repeatedly test our boundaries. Consider Sarah's experience when she was about to enter a business partnership. Despite the promising financial prospects, she noticed several concerning patterns. Her potential partner would frequently reschedule meetings, be vague about important details, and display subtle, manipulative behaviors. These red flags were divine protection messages, and when Sarah finally heeded them and declined the partnership, she later discovered the person had a history of fraudulent business dealings. Divine warning signs can also appear through physical symptoms or emotional distress. Many people report experiencing unexplained anxiety, sleeplessness, or physical discomfort when they're pursuing a path that isn't aligned with their highest good. These bodily signals serve as an internal compass, alerting us when we need to pause and reassess our direction. Course corrections often come through repeated experiences or patterns that demand our attention. If you find yourself encountering the same type of challenging situation or relationship dynamic multiple times, it's likely a divine signal asking you to examine and heal something within yourself. These patterns will continue until we learn the lesson they're trying to teach us. Protection messages can arrive through various channels, dreams, intuitive hits, or even through other people's experiences. James repeatedly dreamed of water flooding his house before a major career decision. Instead of dismissing these dreams, he took them as a sign to thoroughly investigate the new opportunity. His careful examination revealed potential risks that could have flooded his financial stability. Divine intervention often manifests as unexpected obstacles or delays. When Victoria was rushing to catch a flight for a job interview, she encountered numerous delays, traffic jams, a flat tire, and even a brief illness. While initially frustrated, she later discovered the company was facing major layoffs, and the position she was interviewing for would have been eliminated within months. The divine was protecting her from a potentially destabilizing career move. Warning signs don't always indicate impending disaster. Sometimes they simply suggest a need for modification or greater awareness. When Mark started his own business, he noticed consistent issues with client communication. Rather than viewing this as a sign to abandon his venture, he recognized it as guidance to improve his communication systems and set clearer boundaries. Recognizing warning signs requires developing trust in your intuition and maintaining awareness of patterns in your life. Start paying attention to how your body feels in different situations, what recurring themes appear in your dreams, and what kinds of obstacles consistently arise. Keep a journal of these experiences and look for connections between them. Warning signs are not meant to instill fear, but to guide us toward better outcomes. They are divine messages of protection and redirection, helping us avoid unnecessary struggles and align with more favorable paths. By staying attentive to these signals and responding with wisdom rather than resistance, we allow ourselves to be guided toward experiences that better serve our highest good. Maintaining faith and trust. Faith and trust are the cornerstones of recognizing and working with divine signs in your life. When you maintain unwavering faith in the universe's plan for you, even during challenging times, you open yourself to receiving more guidance and confirmation that everything will work out. This chapter explores how to nurture your faith and trust while taking inspired action toward your goals. Cultivating faith begins with acknowledging that there is a higher power or universal intelligence working in your favor. This doesn't mean sitting idle and waiting for things to happen. Rather, it involves actively participating in your life's journey while remaining receptive to divine guidance. Consider Sarah's story. After losing her job unexpectedly, she maintained her faith that something better was coming. Instead of falling into despair, she used this time to develop new skills and network. 3 months later, she received an offer for a position that perfectly aligned with her passions and provided better compensation. Trust goes hand in hand with faith. When you trust the process, you release anxiety about the future and allow things to unfold naturally. This doesn't mean you won't face doubts or fears. These are natural human emotions. The key is acknowledging these feelings without letting them override your fundamental trust in divine timing and guidance. Think of trust as a muscle that grows stronger with exercise. Each time you choose trust over worry, you build your capacity for maintaining positive expectations. Taking inspired action is a crucial component of maintaining faith and trust. When you receive divine guidance or feel intuitively drawn to pursue something, act on it. These actions don't need to be grand gestures. Sometimes they're as simple as making a phone call, sending an email, or starting a conversation with someone new. Michael, a struggling artist, felt inspired to showcase his work at a local cafe despite his initial hesitation. This small act led to multiple commissions and eventually his own gallery exhibition. Building confidence in your ability to recognize and interpret signs strengthens your faith and trust. Start keeping a record of the signs you receive and how they manifest in your life. Document both small and large confirmations that you're on the right path. Over time, this practice creates a personal testament to divine guidance working in your life, which you can refer to during moments of doubt. Maintaining faith and trust doesn't mean you'll never experience setbacks or challenges. Instead, it means approaching these situations with the understanding that they're part of your growth journey. When faced with obstacles, ask yourself what lesson or opportunity for growth might be present. This perspective shift helps maintain your faith, even when circumstances seem difficult. The practice of gratitude reinforces faith and trust. By acknowledging and appreciating the signs and blessings you receive, you create a positive feedback loop that attracts more positive experiences. Each evening, take a moment to reflect on at least 3 ways you witnessed divine guidance in your day, no matter how subtle these signs might have been. Active listening and regular meditation help maintain your connection to divine guidance. Set aside quiet time each day to tune in to your inner wisdom and the messages being sent your way. This practice helps clear mental clutter and strengthens your ability to recognize signs when they appear. Through consistent practice, you'll develop an unshakable faith in the knowledge that everything is working out for your highest good, even when the path forward isn't immediately clear. Your journey of faith and trust is unique to you. Honor your personal experiences and continue moving forward with confidence, knowing that divine guidance is always available when you remain open to receiving it. As you practice these principles consistently, you'll find yourself naturally maintaining a positive outlook and trust in the divine plan for your life.